Anyway, earlier today, the seller was here. And he wanted to help, so he wanted to show me how things work, how they operate. Doorbell works. It's not illuminated. Doorbells are beyond the scope, but I like to inspect them. So anyway, after he got bored, I suppose. I'm not that exciting. But he left. He left the house with me. And I continued to work outside for about 30 minutes to let his aerosols die down. Then I came in with a mask and I opened a bunch of windows, not all of them, and the doors, and ran fans everywhere I could run a fan, a vent fan, not a circulating fan. But I did run the air conditioning systems. I did turn those fans on. And then I'll continue to work outside for another 30, 40 minutes before I came in. And at that time, I felt like there was enough fresh air and I'd done enough social distancing that I chose to, because you're not going to hear me speak well anyway, especially when I'm wearing a mask. So, kind of exasperates it or whatever. So, that's it. Nobody's here. Nobody's following me. So, I had lots of fresh air, lots of space. This place has a lot of space. So that's my COVID method. That's the way I'm choosing to handle it. Anytime he was around me, I stayed 20 feet away. He wanted to get a little more intimate, 6 feet? No, dude. 6 feet, we're both waving our arms, not just him. So, right here, and I guess this is the breakfast area, and this is the formal area, and this is the den or the great room area, I'm guessing that. But on the other side of the kitchen, right here, can you see how the floor is a little darker right there? I didn't even see it until just a little while ago when the sun was moving. It's moving a little faster these days. So anyway, right in here, you can feel it with your foot. And I tried to get a picture of it. It's got a big hump and it's soft here. It's right where the sink is and the dishwasher too, for that matter. So there's been an event here. I got out my handy dandy moisture meter and I couldn't find any. So, now, electric receptacle outlet, and this is about 5 years, and this house is older than 5 years, but it shouldn't be under a countertop that has more than 6 inch. There's 6 inch right there, and it does. So if this home was built this morning and it wasn't, then that would not be acceptable, but it was when the home was built. So it kind of is what it is. Kind of a neat little slider there. This used to be a secretary, so somebody's added that hardware. Looks like they did a pretty decent job of matching it. And we talk about all this in another video, a plumbing and appliance video. This door, I believe, swings open on its own accord. Is that the door? Oh, it does. Speaking of swinging open on its own accord, I'm not an engineer. Don't pretend to be one. I'm a home inspector, a blue-collar I use engineering equipment, but I'm not factoring in slopes. I'm not doing calculations. I'm a measurer. And so when I was measuring this floor, I'm getting less than 2 inches of floor height elevation differential. And this house has a pretty big footprint too. This is not a small home. It's a nice home and not a small home. So I'm getting less than 2 inches of floor height elevation differential. So it measures well. It measures well. We've got some trees that are too close. We've got some grading and drainage issues. We've got some high soil, a little bit of movement on the exterior walls by southwest corner of the garage by the front door. The decorative wing wall over that way, but really, I see the door swung open on its own accord. Woo! So, anyway, let me get in here. I'm looking for termites too. Looking for everything. Well, how about that? Get the combination, dude. How about that? Pretty sweet. Okay. I don't have the combination. And by the way, there's no metadata on this. It's going to know that it's a North Fort Worth home. Any metadata is baked into this video. It's going to go back to my house. This camera I'm using doesn't capture anything like that. I can put a timestamp on it. Is that sophisticated? This is not where you change the air filters. This is how you get into the attic. This is the upstairs common living area. I'm just kind of doing some of these as I go along. Most of them I've already done. Lots of big. And I'm selling it. You'd think I was a car salesman. Okay, windows that are further from the ground than 72 inches should not be closer to the floor than 24 inches. So that way a child or a drunk relative doesn't spin out and hurt themselves. And that's what it's for. These are called side sash windows. Our windows are double pane, aluminum frame. A couple of them I'm kind of suspicious of for fogging. Nice open area down there. Right down there is where I was finding the floor. Right there. One of these smoke alarms, I got it in my notes. One of these smoke alarms, or these 3 smoke alarms, and we don't have a smoke alarm in the common living area here. I think we should, but obviously not everybody agrees with me. But I think you could do a lot worse. But one of these 3 smoke alarms is inoperable. This is the upstairs thermostat. Thermostat should not be in bedrooms. Doesn't have a lock, has a lock on it. So you're okay. Because the thermostat's a dumb animal. All it knows is what you tell it to do. So if you put it on 50 degrees, it's going to try its best to hit 50 degrees. It may never get there, but until it hits 50 degrees, it won't be pacified. Maybe you like 70, maybe you like 68 degrees. And so it'll run until it's pacified at 68 degrees, but you've closed the door. And all this thermostat knows is what's going on here. Outside, it might be less than 60 degrees, it might be more than 60 degrees, but people out here might not be comfortable, and you got a door lock right there. So they had to text you. And speaking of doors, this door's dragging on the carpet there a little bit. These windows, again, lower than 24 inches. I believe that one's fogging. I believe that one's fogging. You don't know this. Cedar. Think. You don't know this, but doorknob's loose right here. Oh, it's just a discussion plate on it. Yes, you don't know this, but this is my last inspection for the day, so I'm really just thinking about getting home. But no, I'm still gonna work for you. Don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna write you a bang-up report too. But, you know, and there's gonna be some other videos that I hope you get a lot of good from. You know, so there's a lot more to come. This is one of the first videos, but I record them in a different order. But This is the time when I'd like to just, stop for a moment and say thank you very much for your faith and trust in me. Your business, it means everything to me. Me and my family really appreciate that. Thank you for Mr. Seller and everybody else for understanding about the COVID thing. My family really appreciates that too. So, if you leave me a good Google review, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Low pressure operation. I'll probably bug you. I don't know. Everybody else has Google reviews. Why doesn't Bud have any? Come on. Okay. We got some fluorescent tubes that are going and I'm saying these two bedrooms. This is going to be the west bedroom, and this is going to be the east bedroom, and then we have the master bedroom. There's a lot of house for 3 bedrooms. So over here we got, what do we have? We have fluorescent tubes are waning, burnout or what, in the west bedroom closet. And this door goes into the attic. We'll discuss that. And we got a unique bleach spot here. Perfectly square. Is the camera picking that up? Can the camera get that? One of these days we'll get it. We'll keep trying. Okay. This is kind of interesting in this bathroom. We've been here before, and this is where later on when you see, hopefully that you stayed with me and you're watching the plumbing and appliance video, that I was having trouble. This is the mysterious circuit. Well, it got more mysterious because I don't remember it being like this, but we got a very weak electrical connection. So it does trip, but really we don't have much in the way of electric power getting to this thing. Something's gone wrong. Something's not right. It's very sensitive, that's why it's tripping, but gotta go back down the way we came. One set of stairs. I like that. Coming on along. This door has a lock on it. That's nice. Already talked about this. It's in the plumbing video that you're going to see. And that light's humming. Can you hear it? There's something we haven't talked about. There's plenty of it around. The wallpaper. It's like a petri dish. Okay, we have gypsum board, wall board, drywall. Alright, it's chalk and it's got paper on it. And then we put this wallpaper. It's got a nice, look at that crack right there. Isn't that kind of neat? Well, I mean, no, not necessarily neat, but it's interesting. I didn't notice that before. See something twice, see something else. It's a nice little crack right there. So it's like a petri dish. So any moisture that gets behind this wallpaper just stays there on that chalk, that calcium. And so if you peel this wallpaper off, because it's in a bathroom, it's around a shower and stuff, there might be some discovery. There might be a little bit of, unidentified organic substance back there. You'll just take the sheetrock off as well. It's cheap. They sell it at Home Depot. And just replace it. Just take it. There's your built-ins. I've been there. Chimney. I got a picture going up the chimney. When you use these, and it works, and we got the key up here. And but when these doors are either 100% closed or 100% open. We do not do them halfway. That creates an auxiliary chimney. And the auxiliary chimney, okay, is like a plunge because heat goes up. So it's like a plunger, and it comes up like this. and it sucks the carbon monoxide out from the shelf, from the bottom, from the hearth, and it fills up the room and puts everybody to sleep for a long time. Not the other room. Maybe. But this deadbolt, I got it to work. All right, let's back up, bud. Wasn't getting something to work? This deadbolt will not engage 100%. So I got it locked here. I got it locked on the storm door. Coming on along. I'm just going to obsess about this spot. Can you see it? Can you see the hump there? You will. Nice covered porch. These double sliders, I don't think you can lock those. I mean, you can lock that one, but you can't lock those. I guess we're calling this the living room. This thermostat is not in the bedroom. It's not in the bedroom. One of our luminaries is burned out here. And I believe it's this window. Don't make a liar out of me, because I had a bunch of them open. Come on. I've got notes. One of these windows, the side latches are not working. I could have swore it was one of these here. I keep saying middle window. It's in my tape, you know. I don't know which one. Middle window. This is the only middle window I can find. Okay, let's try here. Well, one of them. So you know what I'm talking about. Just so that you do know what I'm talking about, is we got a window somewhere, and these side latches, they're not expensive, but it's not working right, and so the window just can fold out. They all can fold out for cleaning, but I mean, it just pops out on its own. It gets bored. Okay, well, one of our luminaries is burned out up here. It's kind of hard to tell. See, he's not on. And the same thing over here, that middle luminary. And ceiling fan's kind of close. I sure was hoping that drain stopper wasn't working very good. I'm hearing things. Am I alone? That window's fogging. See it through the house. That works. I tested it. Tested all these. I didn't test these though. I didn't look in here. I will. I did the window. Well, we're getting to the end of our riverboat ride. Everybody remain seated. Keep your arms in the boat until we come to a complete stop. Don't forget your hat. Don't forget your camera. Don't forget your purse, your wraps, anything in all your belongings important. I enjoy you taking the Good Home Inspection riverboat ride. Hope to see you again soon. Maybe not too soon if you're buying a house, but still. Don't forget to tell your friends and family what a great time you had. Okay, that ball latch isn't working real well. And I'm going to do that. I'm going through and making sure that everything's closed and buttoned up, and I'm going through a lot of electric receptacle outlets and a few windows that I don't remember handling, and just basically housekeeping. And but this is the end of this part of the inspection. Stay tuned for the condensing unit video and the indoor air handler video and the water heater video and the water meter video and the garage door opener video, the electric service panel video. Lots of videos.